Can someone tell me, okay, this part that I'm about to show you, this part is never shown on YouTube. But can somebody on here please tell me if you guys think that Lewis is a pervert, right? This is a scene from a movie called The Last Starfighter, right? The Last Starfighter, right? A classic movie from the 1980s, right? Classic movie from the 1980s called The Last Starfighter, right? The Last Starfighter, right? Now, can someone tell me if you guys think that a little kid should not be looking at Playboys, right? A little kid should not be looking at Playboys. Check this out, right? Check this out.
Oh, someday these cheapskates will thank Centauri, trust me. Hula!
Where the hell's a Jew?
Right to the centerfold.
Thunder, baby.
He went right to the centerfold. That's funny.
Wait a minute, you mean like in a game? Oh, he's quick. He's quick. He's very quick. He's speechless. So long, Alex. Have fun. May the luck of the 7 pillars of Gulu be with you at all times. Oh, someday these cheapskates will thank Centauri, trust me. Hula!
Look at him.
Where the hell's a Jew?
He goes right to the centerfold.
Thunder, baby.
A little kid looking at Playboys. A little kid looking at Playboys. Now, do you people, what's your thoughts on this? Do you think a little kid like him should be looking at Playboys? Right? This is like back in the 80s. And a kid like him is looking at Playboys. And look, you can see he's looking at the camera, right?
Gulu be with you at all times. Oh, someday these cheapskates will thank Centauri, trust me. Hula!
He's looking at Playboys.
Where the hell's a Jew?
Right, he goes right to the centerfold, right? Right to the centerfold. Then he goes, Belanda, baby. The kid's name is Lewis, right? Lewis Rogan, right? He goes right to the centerfold. It's like he knew where to look, right? It's like he knew where to look. Is this kid, like, do you guys think he's a creep, right? Do you guys think that he's a creep? Because he's looking at Playboys, right? A little kid, do you think a little kid like him should be looking at Playboys? I don't know.
Thunder, baby.
How does he know what, he's looking at Playboy, he goes right to the centerfold, right? He goes right to the centerfold and looking at, their tits and shit like that. A little kid like that should not be looking at Playboys.
Thunder, baby.
It's like he knew where to look, right? It's like he knew where to look. What a fucking creep. What a creep.
Gates will thank Centauri, trust me. Hula!
Where the hell's a Jew?
So the others were like April, May, like March, April, May, right? The other Playboys, magazines he was looking at was like March, April, May, and now he's looking for June.
Thunder, baby.
It's like he knew where to look, right? It's like motherfucker knew where to look.
Gates will thank Centauri, trust me. Hula!
The little kid, right? He's looking at June. I wonder what year those magazines were, right? Okay, so here's the movie called The Last Starfighter. Classic movie, right? Classic movie. There's a part in here which I think is really, really funny. Check it out, right?
Have fun! May the luck of the 7 pillars of Gulu be with you at all times.
Not this here, but watch.
Oh, someday these cheapskates will thank Centauri, trust me. Hula!
A little kid looking at Playboys.
Where the hell's a Jew?
So he was looking at January, February, or March, April, May, and now he's looking for June.
Yolanda, baby.
How does a kid like him know where the centerfold is, right? How does a kid like him know where the centerfold is, right? And now he's looking at the camera, right? What a creepy kid, right? Do you guys think this kid is creepy for looking at Playboys at his age?
Gates will thank Centauri, trust me. Hula!
Right? The kid is looking at Playboys. You can kind of see some tits right here. You can kind of see some tits right here, right? You can kind of see some tits right there. Anyway, how does a kid know where to look for, like, he's looking at the centerfold, so he's magazines, right? He's like, where the hell is June? So he was looking at February, March, April, or March, April, May, and then June.
Where the hell's June?
It's like he knew where to look. It's like he knew where to look. He knew where to look. What the fuck? What the fuck? How does a kid his age know where to look in a Playboy magazine? How does a kid even know where to look in a Playboy magazine? What the fuck? What the fuck, right? How does a kid even know where, like, he's looking at June. He's looking at June, the centerfold, right? Creepy, creepy. A little kid looking at tits. A little kid looking at tits. A little kid looking at tits. What the fuck?
Yolanda, baby.
Yolanda, baby. How does he even know where to look?
Oh, someday these cheapskates will thank Centauri, trust me. Hula!
Right? The kid is looking at Playboy, right? The kid is looking at Playboy, right? His name is Lewis or some shit or whatever, I don't know. But the kid is looking at Playboys, right? March, April, or... March, April, May, and then he's like, where the hell is June?
Where the hell's June? Yolanda, baby.
How does a kid even know where the centerfold is? How does a kid know where the centerfold is? Right? I think that's kind of creepy. I think this kid, he's looking at the centerfold of a Playboy. He's looking at the centerfold of a Playboy. I think that's kind of creepy for a kid, right? Kids looking at a centerfold, right? I think that's kind of creepy. I think that's kind of creepy if you ask me. Right? And then he goes, Belinda, baby.
Someday these cheapskates will thank Centauri, trust me. Hula!
Where the hell's June? Yolanda, baby.
How does a kid know where the centerfold is? How does a kid know where the centerfold is? How does a kid know where the centerfold is? How? Like how? How does a kid know where the centerfold is? I'm wondering. How does a kid know where the centerfold is of a Playboy?
Oh, someday these cheapskates will thank Centauri, trust me. Hula!
Where the hell's June?
I want to know, how the hell does a kid know where the centerfold is of a Playboy? Right? How does a kid even know? Like, he had March, April, May, right? And here's June Playboy, whatever year that is, right? 80 something, 1980 something. How does a kid even know where the centerfold of a Playboy is? I want to know. How does a kid even know what to look for in the centerfold? Jesus Christ. What month was this? What month, right? Probably been the summertime. Had to be because it's springtime. It was June, so yeah. But what year, though, right? Anyway, how does a kid know what to look for in a Playboy. Creepy, creepy. Is this kid creepy or what? Is this kid creepy or what?
Yolanda, baby.
Right? And he goes, Yolanda, baby. I bet he's gonna jerk off, right? And now later on in the movie, right, Alex goes, back to sleep, Lewis, or I'm telling Mom about your Playboy. You're blowing it, Alex. What the shit? I said back to sleep, Lewis, or I'm telling Mom about your Playboy. Right, that happens later on in the movie, but how does the kid even know what to look for in a Playboy? Creepy.